Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So with this channel, with this video, I'm really not going to do like a long introduction, to be honest. It's obvious I have not posted a video in a long time. Just kind of like a brief update. The last time I posted my video, I was doing a series on how to maintain, your walk with vegetarianism, with pescatarianism. For those who do not know, I am a pescatarian. During certain times of the year, I do practice veganism and vegetarianism as well. I've been a pescatarian I started out as a vegetarian. I did that for, I want to say about 8 months, and then I transitioned from vegetarian to pescatarian, and I have been a pescatarian now. February coming up will be 3 years. So what that means is, as a pescatarian, I only eat fish and seafood. Basically fish and shrimp, any type of seafood really. That's a lie, because I don't eat certain stuff. So mainly fish and shrimp is really my two main things that I eat as far as seafood, but everything else is really vegetables. I do eat pasta. As you can tell, I'm still a little thick. And, that's the caveat, to going pescatarian, and especially in my situation, you gotta have some type of training and maintenance and all that good stuff. But the reason why I wanted to upload this video is because I was just recently having a conversation with my bestie. And anytime me and my bestie have conversations, it's always deep, in-depth conversations. Okay, it's some conversations that really make you think. You sit in this place of wonder, like, okay, let me really think about, let me let that marinate what we just talked about. And so we just had one of those conversations. And the thing is it wasn't even that long, but it was just so impactful what was said, and so I want to just come on and share with you guys, because I have some revelations about what she shared with me and about how I'm feeling about, within my own personal life. And I just really wanted to share that with you guys. So with that being said, if you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. My channel is called Essentially Nikki, and originally it was supposed to be just more so things that was essential to me, things that maybe could become or was essentially important to you too. And so with life, and life happens and changes happen and things like that, and I was kind of thrown off my discourse. But again, I'm kind of coming back into myself, coming back into my videos. So with that, welcome to my channel. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. Also hit the like button and that notification bell, and leave a comment, especially about what we're about to talk about. But also share the videos as well, especially this one. Any of the videos that I have on my channel, to be honest, it may be super helpful to someone else. Okay, so welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're coming back, hey, good to see you again. And yeah, if you want to know what me and my bestie talked about, stay tuned. So me and my bestie, we often, not often, but often enough, we have these conversations. And, one thing, let me say one thing about me. One thing about me is I'm not afraid to talk about my faults. I'm not afraid to talk about the things that I'm insecure about, the things that I have a problem addressing, or the things that I struggle with. We all have struggles, we all have insecurities, and it's how you embrace those struggles and insecurities that really determine how much of an impact it will have on your life and your livelihood. And so for me and my bestie, not even really a backstory, but me and my bestie, we have been best friends for 33, almost 34 years. Okay, we have been, about 33 years we have been best friends. We've been best friends since we were 7. Okay, and so with that, there's a lot of history there. There's a lot of permissions, right, that we have with each other, where we can say things to each other and it not be taken offensively, because we know it's coming from a place of love. And so having this conversation with her, I shared with her, and I said, I know that, how much of your external environment plays a part. It plays a role in where you are in your life, where you want to be. It plays a part in how you vibrate towards others, what you vibrate towards yourself, because it contributes to your belief system. It contributes to what you actually see. What we see is what we often believe. And what we believe is what we perpetuate. And in us perpetuating that, we live that life. And I was talking to her about my struggles with that and me feeling like, okay, I know that my external is, to me, it's not where I want it to be. And because it's not where I want it to be, I feel like I'm trapped. I feel like I'm trapped mentally. I feel like I'm trapped physically. You know, I feel like I'm just in this entrapment and I'm struggling getting out of my own head. I've become my own devil's advocate in so many ways, and in that I'm seeing how I'm kind of spiraling into this circle. It's not even like this circle, you can't see my hand, this circle. It's not even like a whirlwind where it's just like I'm going downward. It's more so just this rotation where I'm just repeatedly seeing the same things over and over again, and I'm just like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm over it. Like, how do I get out of this? And she did one of the most simplest things. She walked through her house. She walked through her house and she goes, Nikki, look at my room. She closed her door. She goes, Nikki, look at my bathroom. She closed her door. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay. And she's like, exactly. Who cares? She's like, your problem is you give too much attention to things that don't need attention. I was like, what? And I was like, okay, explain. Like, what does that mean? Like, there's so many words, that's what she said. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, you got to understand, you know, because I explained to her how, you know, the goals that I have set for myself and the goals that I want to accomplish within a certain time. And, you know, I'm telling her that I feel like I'm kind of going in this cycle, and I'm making comparisons of where my life would be if things were different than where they are now. And she's like, but Nikki, you got to understand, like, in order for you to make the sacrifice, something has to suffer. She's like, something is going to suffer. What you have control over is what's gonna suffer. And she's like, that's where you have to be able to understand that you can only control your controllables. But you have to also understand that you can't have everything. There's some things that are gonna have to come with time. And even in that, I'm a very debatable person. You can ask anybody that knows me. I debate about everything just so you can prove me wrong. Like, that's just me. And you know, I'm here debating with her and I'm like, okay, but in that respects though, you know, I'm like, your circumstances are different from mine, you know? So yeah, I'm giving her like all of these things to kind of combat what she's saying. She does what she needs to do because at the end of the day, she has to know that nothing can stop her. You have to know that nothing can stop you. Like, absolutely nothing. And I'm just like, oh. So I asked her, I was like, so how do you do that? How do you do that? How do you keep and maintain a mental state of mind of always constantly knowing that nothing can stop you? And she goes, I don't. I just keep moving no matter what comes my way. It's not a matter of being able to know what you need to do in case of. It's knowing what you need to do in the time of. And I'm just like, okay, let me let that marinate for a little bit. Because for me, that was huge. See, the thing about my bestie, she can live in the gray area. And that works for her. I don't know how to live in a gray area. I don't know how. And it's that thing for me that's just, it's almost suffocating, because it's like, I need to be able to have a certain type of control. Not all the control, because obviously we know we don't control all things. We know who our God and Lord and Savior, we know He controls all things. Got that. Completely understand that. But small things, I'm like, oh, I should be able to control this. And then when it doesn't happen that way, and I'm just so frustrated, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like, why is this not working out for me? Why is this happening? And then when things don't happen the way I want to, I get upset or I'm frustrated. I can be very dogmatic when it comes to that. I'm upset. I'm just like, oh, I don't understand. Da, 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 da. So it's like, I struggle with that. I struggle with that concept. I struggle with the idea of living in a gray area. And I feel like the type of life that I'm striving to get towards, I need to be able to live in a gray area. But it's like, how do I get there? You know what I mean? And when she said, I have to understand that there are some things that are going to have to be sacrificed. There are some things that are going to have to be, what's the word she used? What's the word? Candy girl, if you're watching this video, write that word. Write that word in the comments that you use. But she said something like, it has to be stressed out or something like that, to the point where it's like, it becomes such a burden trying to hold on to everything that you eventually let go of something. And in you letting that something go, you understand that it's not gone. You just have to allow it to be where it is. But you don't want to get mad about it, because then you lose focus of what's in front of you. You lose focus of your mission, your task at hand, because you're so focused on what you've let go that you don't see what you have in front of you. That's where I'm struggling. That is where I'm struggling. And it was just such, a revelation for me to really even think about that in such a way. And the thing is this is not our first rodeo. This is not the first time we've had these conversations, and my bestie is not the first person that I've had these conversations with. So it's not to say that I don't know this information, but it's more so, you know it, but what do you do with it? You know it, but are you living it? You know it, but sometimes you need to be reminded of it. And I was just really moved by that conversation. And it really, really did shine a lot of light on a lot of things that I really need to be in prayer about myself. It shined a light about a lot of things that I'm holding on to, like in here, and not towards other people, but about myself. Things that I'm holding on to up here that I really need to be like, okay, Nicole, you need to let that go. You need to move on with your life. You need to let it go, And so I just really wanted to come on today, just kind of share this insight that I got from this conversation that I had with my bestie, and maybe just plant some seeds. Maybe you're in a position, or you feel like you're in a situation where you feel like me, like you're just kind of going through this revolving door, and you just feel like nothing is really changing. You see growth, but not growth in the direction that you want to see it. And I just really wanted to shine some light on this conversation that I had, and really just kind of bless somebody, in the same breath. So that's all I have for this video today. I know it seems like a lot, but I really hope that I bless somebody with this conversation today. And again, thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for going to my channel and subscribing and hitting the notification bell for the next time whenever I post another video. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.